What began as a Cold War curiosity has become a front-page problem. Russia says its 9 members and 730, Burevestnik, completed a multi-hour test on October 21, 2025, flying roughly 14,000 kilometers and staying aloft for about 15 hours. This is not a limit. Chief of the General Staff Valery Gerasimov told the Kremlin,
"This test was carried out on October 21st. Indeed, unlike the previous tests, a multi-hour flight of the missile was carried out, during which it covered a distance of 14,000 km. This is not a limit. On a nuclear power plant. On a nuclear power plant, yes."
At its heart, Burevestnik is not a conventional cruise missile, but a nuclear-powered, air-breathing system. Think of a tiny reactor that heats incoming air to create thrust. Open reporting and test site analysis point to liquid metal-cooled reactor concepts, booster-assisted launches from Arctic ranges such as Nyonoksa and Novaya Zemlya, and hardened launch and storage sites near Vologda 20 and Chepsara. Operationally, the missile trades speed for stealth and endurance. It flies low to hug the terrain, performs vertical and horizontal maneuvers to foil radar tracking, and can loiter for hours or even days because it carries no conventional fuel. Moscow claims Burevestnik can now hit high protected objects at any distance with guaranteed accuracy. President Vladimir Putin framed the program as strategic breakthrough and state pride, words meant to reassure Moscow's base and unsettle rivals.
I know that I have a report from the industry. Unfortunately, the Ministry of Defense estimates that this is a unique product that no one in the world has. Moreover, I remember very well when we announced that we were developing such a weapon. Even experts of a very high level told me that this is a good, worthy weapon, but in the near future, it will not be implemented. This was the opinion of experts of a very high level.
But the technology carries a toxic footnote. In August 2019, a test at the White Sea ended in an explosion. Officials later described the device as an isotopic power source for a liquid engine installation. 7 specialists died and radiation spikes were recorded. Independent monitors later found traces of cesium-137 near Norway after Arctic activities. The reason? Critics and some Western policymakers call it a flying Chernobyl.
That is nothing more than a flying Chernobyl.
The West's reaction is a mix of alarm and analysis. If Burevestnik does what Moscow claims, endurance plus maneuver, existing missile defense doctrines will need reworking. Intelligence and open-source sleuthing already point to the industrial backbone behind the program. Nuclear labs like Sarov, Rosatom involvement, Arctic test complexes, and hardened storage sites, which suggests this is more than a one-off experiment. For now, the Kremlin has shown capability. Whether the rest of the world can neutralize it or will be forced to adapt is the strategic question that just landed on everyone's desk.